Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also, please click the like button to help grow this channel and get the word out on dividend growth investing. Getting paid just for owning stocks. This is what dividend growth investing is all about. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 sells that I just did this morning in my dividend portfolio, and I'll also go over the reasons for each of these sells. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the activity log here. And even though I said there were 3 sells, technically there was a 4th, but they're both related to Kellogg's. You can see here the WK Kellogg and the Kellanova. So those are the 2 entities. Then they split those, and I'll just go over that one first. Kellogg's was not really a gainer for me. It had a decent dividend yield for it, but just this kind of the splits and having one more thing in my portfolio. Also, Kellogg's had a pretty lackluster dividend increase last year. It was less than 2%. So I decided that was one of the companies I wanted to trim and put that money to work elsewhere. And the next one, Agree Realty, and this one I thought O was probably a better investment. It has a higher dividend yield, and O, I believe, grows their dividend at a better rate than Agree. But they're pretty similar business models, but O especially has been really hammered. And WP Carey, this is another REIT, and this one, here's a news article, they decided to get out of the office market, which I think is a good idea, but WP Carey has not been doing well, and all of these stocks, the Kellogg's, WP Carey, and Agree, they've been losers for me, so I'm trimming these as a way also of kind of cutting my tax liability too for the next year. And we'll take a look and see where this was deployed. You can see most of it went to BST, and pretty much picked up what Agree was sold for. HPQ, this is a dividend drip, and part of the Kellogg's and WP Carey looks like there was Black Hills picked up, as well as OHI. Of course, BST was part of that too, the WP Carey. So I think actually WP Carey was BST and the Black Hills was the Kellogg's, is how that went down. So what we're going to take a look at now is what this did to my income, my monthly and quarterly and annual income for the portfolio. We'll see if it went up or down as a result with this change here. So I'm going to go to the holdings tab and grab the data. So down some positions here, just down to 66. Actually should be 65, because lingering in there, there's a WK Kellogg you can see there for a penny. I'm going to do some cleanup on that tomorrow, so it'll reduce that position, so I will be down to 65. And clean up with M1 is a little bit more difficult with some other stock brokerage accounts because of the pies and everything, but it can be done. It's not too difficult. So I'm going to bounce over here, and I have an M1 data tab, and that's what feeds the number of shares and the cost basis. What it's going to do for some of these positions, it's going to zero them out. So the shares are going to go to 0. It's going to cause some errors in the spreadsheet, but what I'll do is correct those in real time. We'll go to the M1 data tab here. I'm going to select everything in the A column. I'm going to delete it because the new data I'm going to paste in is going to be shorter because there are less positions. I'm going to do a paste special values only. And that's updated. Click over to dividend portfolio tab. You can see here's some of the errors right here with Kellogg's. We'll clean that up in just a second. But we were at 847. Let's see. we're going to have to do some cleanup before we're going to get some good numbers though first. And I'm just going to do a quick cleanup with this. I'm just going to put I'm going to zero out some of these things just so we can get by that. And once the last dividend pays for these, it's going to, the entry for this, like Kellogg's, is going to be cleaned out. I think this is one I can probably clean out because I don't think we've come up to the X dividend date yet for Kellogg's. So in that case, I will look that up and I will delete it immediately after this video. Let's see here. I'm going to scroll down and find the other ones real quick. Find our other errors. Yeah, the other ones are right there. So there's Agree Realty right there. Put some zeros in there. And this will clean up all of the divide by zeros. And then I'll get my monthly and annual income. Okay, I'll scroll down. So yeah, so up to $849.62 per month. So I'm going to go ahead and add that number in to the monthly average dividend tracking tab, and that tab is used for dividend drips anytime I make a deposit, or I'm buying shares, or if there's a decrease in the dividend, anything that would change this monthly cash flow average. Or in the case of McDonald's, there was a dividend raised announced today, and I accounted for that as well. You can see here McDonald's raised their dividend by 10%. It was $1.52 per share, now it's $1.67, 9.9% increase. Very nice news if you're a McDonald's shareholder. And what it did for me was, the last dividend that was paid to me from McDonald's was $9.94. You can see here in the log. And the next dividend in December 16th, is going to be $10.98. It's going to be over $1 more just because of that dividend raise for me. So I'm going to take this $849.62, put this into the monthly average dividend tracking. So we will receive the result of these moves here, what it did to my income. So by selling ADC, Kellogg's, WP Carey, and then I deployed it to OHI, Black Hills, BST, and then there's also that HP dividend drip. It increased it by $2.27. That's just for my ongoing monthly income. You can see there's the McDonald's one I put in there. I did that before the video, and so extra 33 cents every month just because of McDonald's 10% dividend increase. And remember, I'm getting dividend increases all the time, and these just keep snowballing throughout the year. So I have 65 different positions, and most of those positions, I would say about 60 of them, raise their dividend every year like clockwork. So I'm getting 60 raises per year. So that's one every about 6 days average. We'll go ahead and take a look at the annual income is over. It's $10,195.40. We'll go over to the dividend tracker tab as well. And I've been tracking this portfolio since January 2021. We can see the portfolio value has been going up and up, but lately it's been going down. We're not even at 200,000. You can see we can go back to, we're at the levels pretty much I was at March 2023, and I have done a lot of deposits. You can see here's one that was, let me make this a little bit smaller here, so we can see everything in it. That's pretty small. Hopefully it's still readable, but you can see I did a $4,000 deposit, even one for $2,400, and even after those deposits, I'm still only $100 higher in portfolio value than I was in March. That just shows you how much the market has been dropping lately. I was looking at VTI, which is Vanguard's total stock market index. I own quite a few shares of that in an IRA. And I own, of course, SCHD, and SCHD is off 16% from its all-time high, while VTI is still 13% off of its all-time high. But to me, this is a really good buying opportunity because we're not at all-time highs, not even close to it. We may even go lower, who knows? But you can see it doesn't just track the portfolio value, it tracks the dividends paid so far. And you can see I track it every quarter as well. You can see the quarter-on-quarter increase, and by percentage and by dollar amount, the annual dividends as well. We can see the average monthly dividend just keeps going up over time, and we've already added an additional $6.40 of dividend income in the month of October, and that was just with a $100 deposit. And those sales you saw there too, as well as the McDonald's dividend raise and some dividend drips in there as well. You see here's the annual dividend income is going up, and this is just the increase, the annual dividend increase for the month of October as well. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you, kind of the big news of those 3 sales with Kellogg's, ADC, and WP Carey, and just showing you where I put that money. So a lot of this will give me a little bit of a break in my taxes as well, and it looks like it's raising my monthly cash flow average as well. So thanks for sticking to the end. If you got value from this video, please click the like button. Also subscribe so that you don't miss future videos. I'm getting ready to do a budget video for September, so you will see what the average Joe, his expenses were, and how he did for managing the gap. Because if you don't have a gap in your budget, then you don't have money to invest. And if you can't invest, you're not going to build wealth. So thanks again, everybody. I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.